Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And for my new subscribers, I'm glad you're joining us. My name is Yvonne. In today's video I want to show you a Christmas journal I made, and it will be for sale. In the description box will be my contact address and the price if you're interested. And it comes with a little sheer bag, and in there are cards if you want to make an advent calendar or put them on the pages 1 to 24, and then a special card for Christmas. So you can add them to the pages if you want to make a December daily. All the cards with the numbers on them, and then at last, Merry Christmas. So that's in this bag, and it goes with the journal. I have to put it in the right order again. It has a fabric, it's a fabric soft cover with some lace and an image and a Christmas embellishment and some dangles, some colorful reindeers and some bells. Over the stitching I put some lace. The back is the beautiful fabric, and it's fabric over cardstock, so it is sturdy, because then this cardstock is very thick and the fabric is glued onto this cardstock, but it's flexible to work with, good in your hands, but it's sturdy to work in. When you flip it open, this is scrapbook paper. I put in here the letter from the bookmaker, and I used a beautiful, I don't know what it's called in English. Yeah, beautiful image, and inside is the letter from the bookmaker. And a postcard I made look old, and some text. It's from digitals. The stamp is real. I put it on there later, but the rest are digitals. In here a Christmas card. I will write on that for the receiver. They have a Christmas card, Christmas wish card from me. A digital, some crocheted trim, a little cluster as embellishment. It's stuck down, but lots of writing space. A soft pocket. It's real fluffy fabric. Looks a bit like the snow. And inside is a Christmas card in a vintage style. It's a used vintage, it's a used Christmas card, but I really like the image. And some, on the paper clip, some fabric. This is also scrapbook paper. I made a pocket, and in here are 2 journaling cards, a bit decorated, and a Christmas wish on vellum. All for you to decorate the journal further the way you like. Some stamping and some images I put on there to make the page a little bit more interesting. Lots of writing space. This is glued down, just a beautiful image. A small file folder, I really liked it. And on the back there's writing space. This I left open because some people want to tear this out, so it's not a pocket, so I'll leave it to the receiver what they want to do with it, make a pocket out of it or not. It's vintage ledger paper, and in there I put a journaling card. It's a digital, and over it I put some sheer fabric with shiny stars on it, and then I sewed around the card, and on the back there's printed ledger for writing space. And this I saw in a video from someone else, a can't remember who, but she had this in a notepad, and I thought I can make that in a Word document, because it's always nice to write down your tasks for the December month or for Christmas. So I like to add that, and it's on coffee dyed paper. Tucks back in here. Also a little bling fluff on the paper clip. A small ruffle in Christmas fabric. This is an ornament. You can hang it in your tree, but I also like it on this page with a small safety pin. Here I glued an embellishment of a Christmas house, and I made it into a pocket / tuck spot, and also a postcard I made from a digital. Also the stamp is real again, with a beautiful image of a girl. And this is a digital of a recipe card you can write on, and a beautiful image. Some graph paper on there is a paper clip with this hanging on there. You can write, I made it clear paper, so you can write on it if you want to have it kept secret. And this is loose, a North Pole stamp. You can use somewhere else if you like to. This is a large tag I made, Christmas tag. The tag was already from a digital, but I covered it with lace and other fabrics and an image and a Christmas tree. And now I see one star is loose. I have to glue it back down, and they are glow in the dark. I have to glue the star back on there. And on the back, writing space. Vintage music paper. Also vintage ledger with a ruffle of Christmas fabric and a little bell as a dangle with a bulb pin. On this side, a scrapbook paper with a beautiful shine of leaves, and a punched border. This is also from the scrapbook pad I had, and it's clear on the back so you can write on it. This is the same as I used for my letter. It's from a digital. I really liked it. You can also make a hole in here and put something on the back if you want to, but I really liked it if you journal inside. This is loose for you to use during the journal. Also lined paper to write. An embossed tag. It was a digital I printed out, and then later I embossed it, and it gives a very special effect to the tag. On the back you can still write. There's ledger printed on them, but you can see the indentations of the embossing. And it's loose. I especially kept most embellishments loose or clipped in, also with the little Christmas fabric on the paper clip, so you can move it around, and if you find it too much embellishments, you can take them out and use them somewhere else. Also writing space and the little mini pom-pom trim. Also loose, again a vellum sentiment you can use in the journal. Beautiful digital from a Christmas music with bird. On the back I printed coffee dyed paper. This is a normal airmail envelope I coffee dyed, and I embellished it a bit. Inside is Christmas music, and you can tuck something in there. I didn't fill it completely because then it would become very bulky, and I want the receiver to make it really their own. This is scrapbook paper, and I paper clipped a ticket on there And this is stuck down, a little cluster with an angel. A cake and cookie recipe, I really liked it, a vintage one. And some lace crochet trim on the side. And it's a large vintage telegram, it's a digital. And it's the center of the signatures. The journal is one signature, 60 pages, and then the envelope. Also a Christmas recipe in a vintage style. The scrapbook paper, and this is the tuck spot, the Christmas tree. And again, the other half of the envelope with a different Christmas song in it. And in there are two labels, two tags for Christmas presents. They're from the scrapbook pad I had. This is the other half. And I left it especially plain for the receiver to decorate it. This is also stuck down, a little cluster with a gingerbread house. I really like this. And a beautiful image of the digital. Here I made a tuck spot from scrapbook paper, and on there I glued a Christmas trim inside a digital tag with the ledger on the back to write on. And it's on ledger paper I coffee dyed. And this is also a Christmas card, also a used one, but I really like the image of, oh no, I forgot how it's called. In the Netherlands, it's a roodborstje, and the English name is so very well known, and now I'm blank. Yeah, it's a very common bird. Sorry, I don't remember. Maybe I remember later. This is coffee dyed. Something doesn't want to go in there. Like that. Also with a little Christmas fabric. This is a line digital with the small pom-pom trim, and this digital. This is the vintage ledger paper with a ruffle from Christmas fabric. Again, the paper clip all with Christmas fabrics and all loose. With a ticket you can remove and put elsewhere. This is stuck down as a tuck spot on the vintage music paper. The graph paper in the happy red, and also beautiful vintage image, and you can write on here. On the back also the recipe lines, the recipe card. This is a tag I made with the beautiful bow, and on the back writing space. And the green paper you can collage on or decorate the way you want, and with a white gel pen it's very beautiful to write on the green. The tuck spot I tore in an angle and left it for the receiver to make a pocket or a tuck spot, whatever they want. And again, this is loose, the North Pole stamp you can use in the journal or on your Christmas cards. The sheer fabric with the golden dots, and on the stitching I put some knick-knack, or no, I don't remember how you call it. In Dutch it's zigzag, like the angle it makes. In here is a scrapbook piece of paper with lines on it, and of course the ledger you can write on also, or decorate the way you want. Here I did stick down the pocket of the ledger paper. I decorated it a bit with scrapbook paper. This is also from a scrapbook pad for writing. And this is a beautiful digital coin envelope. And behind this is the flap. And you could put something in there. And it tucks back in here. This is also a tag I made. I really like how it turned out with the recipe of a gingerbread house and the boy and girl playing on the sleigh in the snow, some music paper, and on the back writing space. And this is the other half of the mini file folder with ledger printed on it. And here the beautiful image of the girl posting a letter to Santa Claus, and also again a sticker, a postage sticker for with a Santa Claus image. Here I glued down a ticket and a small envelope I made as a tuck spot, and in there are 2 cards you can decorate if you want and write on the back. And in the small envelope, this is glued down with love from Santa, and in there also, if it wants to focus, yeah, the Merry Christmas postage stamping. Also with the fabric on the paper clip. This I did with a paper clip for now because I don't want to let it crinkle so it stays well. It's a Christmas tree printed on vellum, and underneath you can do your journaling, and then the flap goes back and your journaling is a bit hidden. And with the paper clip it stays a bit better. But it doesn't have to. If you're careful, it's okay when you flip it with a little crochet trim up and down on the bottom and on the top, I mean. The scrapbook paper, and on there I glued the Christmas star with some embellishing Christmas or ice stars on them. This is a double pocket. One is from scrapbook paper, and on there I put the golden trim with the gold dots. In here I made from a piece of scrapbook paper that looked like a postcard. Excuse me. But I made an envelope, or more a pocket. It's completely open, and in there are all kinds of labels you can put on presents. It was all in the scrapbook pad I had, and I thought I'll include it. Still, I can't get rid of my cold, so keep on coughing. And this tucks in here, and then beautiful card. I'm driving home for Christmas. This so well-known saying, and some beautiful tickets. Oh, on like this, and they can go in here, and everything removable. You can change it any way you like. The digital music with the birds, and again the crochet trim. In the back there is a beautiful, yeah, like a poem from about December, and I printed it on coffee dyed paper to make it look more vintage. But it was from a really old book. And on the back, journaling space. And it goes in the fabric pocket. And this is an envelope I decorated a bit. and on the back a small envelope as a tuck spot to keep it closed. And in here, also from the scrapbook pad, some beautiful images you can use in this journal if you like, or put on presents. And here are some more very well-known sayings. And that goes back in here. And that was the flip through the journal measures 22 centimeters or 8 3/4 of an inch, and it's 6 inches wide, and that's about 15 centimeters for the centimeter countries. I really hope you like this flip through. Like I said, it's for sale. In the description box I'll leave my contact information and the price if you're interested. I really like the way it turned out and all the fluffiness, and it's very textured, and I really hope someone will love working in it in the month of December. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. If you like this video, I would love for you to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And I would love to hear from you. And I will see you next time. Bye!